Hey, first off, congratulations, Nikki. You were named the Special Achievement winner today, which doesn't necessarily have like a Player of the Year or Pitcher of the Year title, but voted on by the KC uh, recognizing somebody that achieved something special this year. So congrats.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm definitely honored. This is super cool.
And with that, we'll open it for questions. Looks like Pete's the first one with his hand up.
Nikki, you've had a couple months now to sit back, kind of look back on the season, how everything went. And I know you got asked this a lot, but does it mean anything more to you? Kind of special the way things played out, and then to bat 300, given how spring training went, and then to bat 300. And just what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was. I think it made it that much more special just seeing the success that I did have after kind of seeing where the season was headed early on. I was supposed to go to the alternate site. I was then going to go to Omaha and to be able to just come back up and help, just contribute, and then to see some success. It was a big confidence booster, and to be able to end the season the way I did, it just makes me carry over the confidence into this year. And it was something, like I said, I wasn't really expecting, because I was sent down, and then to be able to just turn it on like that, it was definitely very special.
What was are you more proud of batting 300 or playing such great defense at short?
Well, defense is always one of my strong suits. I always hang my hat on my defense. I take a lot of pride in my defense. All throughout minor leagues, even college, defense has been something. But I think being able to hit 300, let alone just getting a hit in the big leagues, is hard enough, right? And to be able to bat 300, to be the first Royal shortstop to hit 300 in the team's history is something very, very special. Only because that was one of the main reasons why I got sent down, was because of my hitting. So to be able to kind of show them that, hey, I can do this. It's in there, and I just have to go out and show it. Was something very special to me.
Annie.
Hey, Nikki, congratulations. Excuse me. What does your off-season plan look like, and is it different than what it looked like last year, just based on what you were able to do over this past season?
Yeah, off season is a little different. Last season I was kind of focusing on the wrong stuff, working on the wrong stuff, and the cages, and working on the wrong stuff, and I think actually a lot of the stuff that I did in the cages came out during the season, like bat path and, good direction and stuff like that. But I think it's more of this year, it's just a focus on, getting my body right, getting my body in the right position to play 162 games, focusing more on that, and focusing more on, what I did learn on the offensive end, kind of just polishing it and, keeping it good, and then trying to just carry it over into this year. A little less focus on, kind of trying to revamp myself. And because last year, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself in the off season to try to prove that I should belong. And I was putting a lot of pressure of, I want to stay here, instead of just going and trusting myself and believing in myself. And we created a good plan and good regiment, and a good routine. And now it's just kind of getting my body ready to play 162 games, and hopefully more.
What are some of the biggest things that you learned about your swing this year? Have you gotten a chance to reflect on that specifically?
Yeah, I learned a lot, and I think a lot of it actually has to do with what I did do in the off season, and then getting with, Mabes and Terry, and them, coming up with what they think would be successful. And then when I got sent down with JJ and Alex Zumwalt and Keone, we were there, and they said, hey, you got to come up with a routine. You got to stick with this routine, whether it's going good or whether it's going bad. This routine's going to work for you. And you know, when I was going through that 1 for 31 skid or 1 for 30 skid in the beginning of the year, I would in the past I would have got a little negative. I would have got on myself, but this year stayed positive, trusted my routine, and I knew I was going to get out of it. And luckily I did. But those 4 days or 5 days I got sent down were kind of huge. Just kind of, you know, refresh, not worry too much, and just kind of get in the cages, do what I did in 2018 because that was the best year I had in minor leagues, and kind of just emulate that and try to bring it over to the big leagues. Because I know it was in there, but I had to show it.
Lynn Jennings.
Hey, Nicky, congratulations. And you probably just touched on this. I have 2 questions for you. First, how do you kind of bottle that from what you that experienced on your way to the alternate site and then getting on the roster, carrying that into next season?
Yeah, it was a roller coaster of emotions because, you know, I was pissed off. You know, I got sent down. Did I expect to get sent down? No, but do I think I was playing well enough to stay up? No, I didn't. So you know, I'm a realist. I'll tell you when I'm underperforming, and I'll tell you when I'm doing well. So and to hear that news, it pissed me off, but it was one of those things I had to flip the switch, and I couldn't really let it weigh on me too much. I had to use it almost as a blessing in disguise, and maybe turn this into the best thing that's happened for me. And luckily I went in with an open mind with Alex Zumwalt and Keone and JJ, and you know, that was probably one of the best things that's happened to me is to kind of get slapped in the face saying, hey, you're going to go down to the minor leagues and you come up when you kind of figure it out. And then I was thrown back into the fire, say, hey, let's, you know, go play. When it's unfortunate, but when Mondesi got hurt, and I had no choice. I had to go whatever I learned in those 4 days down before going to the minors. I had to you know, put into play in the big leagues.
And my second question is, I think that there are many people who are surprised that you weren't named as a finalist for the Gold Glove. What was the reaction that you got? And secondly, is that another switch to flip?
Yeah, it was tough. Kind of, you know, a sour taste in my mouth because do I think I was I put together a good, you know, campaign this year. I do, and I think it was a little bit more special because, you know, past couple of years I've been playing second base, and to go over to play short and play it well, and led the league in multiple categories, but then not, you know, nothing to show for it. Kind of a little sour taste in my mouth, but like I said to numerous people, it's in the past. There's nothing I can change, and we got other things to look forward to and take care of. You know, it was in October, and I was sick and tired of watching other teams play in October. I want to play in October. I want our team to play in October. So it was one of those things. I had a sour taste in my mouth for a couple of days, but then I just had to flip the switch and be like, all right, how can we get to where we want to be?
Thanks, Nicky.
No, thank you.
Annie again.
Kind of along those lines, have they told you any infield position that you should be working on, or are you kind of working on everything at this moment?
Yeah, just working on everything. You know, whether it's short, whether it's second, whether it's catcher. No, but I'm just I'm working at everything, whatever they want me to play. You know, obviously no one really knows at this time what's gonna happen, but I'll be ready to play second base, shortstop, whether they want me to play at third base. You know, I'll be ready.
I don't think Salvi would let you play catcher.
I don't think I will let myself play catcher. That is way too dangerous of a position. I don't know how they do it.
Awesome. Anybody else? All right. Well, thank you, Nicky.
Thank you guys so much.
And if you guys want to
you
hang
guys.
on, Scott Barlow should be joining us here momentarily.
You want me to stay too? I got a couple questions.
If you want to, sure.
I'm just kidding. See you guys.
See you, Nicky.
Thank you, Nikki.